What's going on, NBL Network? We are live, twitch.tv/NBL Network. Appreciate everybody in the building. I know we're starting a little bit late today as we're going to catch our Buffalo Bills here, middle of the first quarter, 3:20 left. Score 0-0, second and 10 here for the Los Angeles Chargers on the season. The Buffalo Bills, our Bills, sitting at 5-5, and we got a little bit of a tough remaining schedule. So it's going to be interesting to see. Ooh, almost picked off there over the middle of the field. It's going to be interesting to see how this team closes out. This is a team that's been up and down, got off to a pretty hot start early in the season, dropped a few games, and now we're looking at this team and thinking, all right, can we get it together and make a playoff push? As put on the screen right now here on daddyleagues.com. If you got a league and you're looking for a host, go to daddyleagues.com for all your franchise needs. As you can see right here, Colts in 1, Browns number 2 right there, Dolphins, Chiefs, Patriots, Jags, Steelers, as you get that extra 7th spot for the playoffs. New rule to the NFL, and Buffalo Bills sitting at 5-5, so we can't lose any games. These are 3-loss teams that we are sitting currently behind, so we got to make up some ground here. The good thing for us is we're going to play a couple of those guys in the near future. What's going on, Slam Fist, as the Chargers are going to set up a field goal here, 4th and 18. As you're going to notice with the Chargers, everything over the middle of the field as far as passing. They like to look at post routes, some drag slants, but everything's kind of first window looks. As you saw, a couple passes almost picked off, as that's a missed field goal there for the Los Angeles Chargers, and our Buffalo Bills are going to get on the field here. Let's take a look at our skill players coming into today for our team in blue and red. You got Devin Singletary at the halfback position, Stephon Diggs, Robert Foster, John Brown, and at the tight end position out of Ole Miss, Dawson Knox. And right on cue, Dawson Knox going to get a target there. He's going to pick up 2 yards on that catch, 2nd and 8. If you got any of these guys in fantasy, in NBL fantasy football, you may be a little disappointed at this point in the season because outside of Dawson Knox's 47 catches, 825 yards, 10 touchdowns, you probably got him on a steal. But Stephon Diggs, just 39 catches, 682 yards, 7 touchdowns. So he's been kind of quietly struggling, as we're going to get a flag here, probably holding, but right on cue, Stephon Diggs slicing and dicing the defense with his legs. That's roughing the passer against Bosa. They're going to decline that down to the 11-yard line. Excuse me, they're going to pick up some additional yards down to the 11-yard line. 31 viewers watching right now. Appreciate everybody checking out the NBL Network. Thank you. If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com to apply. Fill out our application page. You're going to start in our development league, The Grid. And in that league, you have an opportunity to get used to the NBL. A's wide open. There goes Dawson Knox. 11th touchdown on the season. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as the Buffalo Bills are into the end zone. What's going on, Eddie Mars? What's up, Brad? Appreciate the sub. We got Eddie in the building. Spongy, my guy. Ric Flair, what's going on, my other guy? Got a couple guys. Big time touchdown there for the Buffalo Bills to get on the board here against a struggling Los Angeles Chargers team. And you got this Chargers team that essentially sitting at 3-7. We showed the playoff picture earlier. If you have more than 3 losses right now, you're not in the playoffs. Our Buffalo Bills sitting at 5-5, and the Chargers at 3-7. So they're kind of playing for pride at this point. And let's see how much pride they have, as you're going to see the Los Angeles Chargers in those white and powder blues. Over the middle, I said they like to do post routes, first windows. Tre'Davious White comes up with a big interception for our Buffalo Bills, and the defense is steamrolling. This is the kind of momentum you need as you're trying to make this final playoff push. This is Week 12 action here in the NBL. You got Chargers at Buffalo. Buffalo 5-5, Chargers 3-7. And let's take a look at our secondary. This has kind of been a consistent piece on this team, as you've seen a lot of inconsistency. But if you look at the cornerbacks and safeties on this team, Tre'Davious White, obviously a stud superstar. Josh Allen, get rid of it. Oh, he does. He throws it, uses his strong arm, and they're going to call that a completion. What a throw and catch Really, what a throw. As John Brown does his best over the shoulder, bring it in, toe tapping the sideline. Oh, that's really close. I don't know if I want to challenge that. If I'm the Los Angeles Chargers, you get a linebacker on John Brown, you know you're in trouble. But Micah Hyde, Jordan Porter are the two safeties here for the Buffalo Bills. We're going to have a couple more episodes coming up when we take a look at this schedule, upcoming schedule here for the Buffalo Bills and what has the most impact on the upcoming playoffs here in NBL Season 49. Week 13, we take on the Niners. They're sitting at 4-6. We should get that win. Let's take a little look at the schedule real quick while we're sitting here. You got the Niners, the Steelers, the Broncos, the Patriots. There's some tough teams in there. I think we do beat the Patriots. There's a little drop there to Singletary quick into the flat. I mean, what he's thinking right now, Josh Allen, he doesn't like what he sees on this side. You got a bunch over here, and you just kind of roll your halfback to the flat and just hope he can make a move in and beat the defender into the end zone. It was one-on-one, and right there, just a stone-cold drop, looking like Swift from the Detroit Lions week 1. But just like that, touchdown once again, Dawson Knox. That's number 12 on the season. And there is a reason why this guy's leading this team in receptions, in yards, and touchdowns, because he's Josh Allen's favorite target inside the red zone. Yeah, Knox is such a weapon for this Buffalo Bills team. But let's put the schedule back on there. So we got the Buffalo Bills right now. That should be a dub. We should go to 6-5. Then the Niners, we should win that game. Sorry, T-Jax. That should be 7-5. Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be an interesting game. Let's leave that one blank. So we'll say 7-5. We'll come back to it. Broncos, I expect a dub there. I expect this to be 8-5. That's 8 wins. Patriots, I think we beat the Patriots. That's 9 wins. The Dolphins, I think we can beat them too. I think we get to 10. And let's say we do lose to the Dolphins or the Steelers. I see this team at 10-6. Is that going to be good enough to get in? I just don't know right now. But if they do win out, that's their best chance of getting in. That's the best case scenario for the Bills, just to run the table. But I think we realistically could maybe drop one game and win the rest fairly easily too. I have a lot of confidence in this Buffalo Bills team. I think they're kind of inconsistent, but if they can just get some confidence from these games coming up. I mean, you got the Chargers right now. This should be a blowout win. Here on Building the Franchise, episode number 2, NBL Season 49. And then you got the San Francisco 49ers at 4-6. You got an opportunity to build some real confidence, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Get Dawson Knox going, get Stefon Diggs. We saw him with a catch earlier, but a holding brought it back. Oh, excuse me, that was roughing the passer. So he can do a lot of things after the catch. You just got to put this talent that you have, because it's not a ton of talent on Buffalo. It's a little top heavy, but you have to put them in the best situations for success, and I think Cougs and this Buffalo Bills organization is still trying to figure that out.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Don't forget, tomorrow night, NBL Live broadcast number 350 is going to be on this channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, that follow button. Subscribe if you're feeling generous. And speaking of subscribers, thanks Miller Thriller for a Tier 1 sub. He says, let's go. Love the family. Absolutely, man. Appreciate the support. Yeah, Spongie's making a good point. A lot of these comments about age, it's funny. You want guys on your team 26 or 28 to 32. That's really when guys are at the prime of their career, 27. People get so caught up in having these 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 23-year-olds. Waller's a solid tight end with a lot of speed and athleticism. And yeah, he's 28, but even if he just chips away a little bit at that athleticism as he gets into his 30s, it's not going to be enough to really take him away from being this athletic tight end. So I expect him to play, 32, 33, still be a solid tight end in the NBL. Eddie Mars gifted some subs. He must have money right now. Eddie Mars, a steady job coming in. McDuggets, JD, Cage, and Mikey all gifted a sub from Eddie Mars. Balling right now. 5 Tier 1 subs, and he's gifted a total of 30 to the channel. I'll tell you what, Mr. Panera Bread has really changed his ways. Yeah, he's definitely came around and been slinging that dough. Austin Eckler looking for some space on 2nd and 2. And here's a situation with the Los Angeles Chargers. They just don't have success with their playbook. They don't have success with their play calling. They get into short distances. They go into their short distance bag, a set of plays that they're looking to run and that are most likely successful for other teams, and they just struggle. It's right there. Ekeler could have turned that upfield and probably picked up the first down. Instead, he decides to probe, and he ends up just essentially gaining no yards. Nearly a tackle for loss. They're going to get a flag here, 3rd and 7. He's going to get a little jumpy there on the front line for the Chargers. That's going to be a false start. They're going to move him back 5. Chargers now midfield, 50-yard line, 3rd and 7. If they don't pick up nothing here, 14-0. They could go for this per NBL rules, and they could try and see if they can change this momentum. 6 down here on the line for the Buffalo Bills, looking real aggressive as these guys are dropping back. Watch the angle routes. Got him. Easy peasy pickup. That's Austin Ekeler. He didn't pick up the first down on 2nd, but he picks it up on 3rd. Big time reception there for the Chargers. Keeps their drive alive and their hopes of a comeback still within sight. Now we got a tough secondary here with the Buffalo Bills. Tre'Davious White, Taron Johnson, Levi Wallace to the outside as the pressure came off the edge. A little screamer on that left side, sending that corner blitz. Tre'Davious White, obviously he's our superstar X-Factor player, but at the safety position, I really like Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. You have to keep an eye when you're playing this Los Angeles Chargers on where Keenan Allen is lined up. Is right there. You see him in the slot. And you have to start wondering, are they looking at? Look, there he is on the drag, and you just have to locate him, recognize him, because anytime they get in tight quarters or they need a big catch, they're going to be going right to Keenan Allen. You saw him just lined up right here, and just a simple little shallow cross, and everybody else is just pushing the defense back, and it's kind of creating a clear out there for Keenan Allen, and he picks up 9 yards easy. It was a walk in the park there for the Chargers. I'd like to see Buffalo continue to be aggressive and blitz Herbert, because I don't think this offensive line and the protection that they've been getting is really viable for him to sit in the pocket against these blitzes. Nice pass underneath. Too much time. 46 makes the tackle by the sideline. If you're just now catching Building the Franchise, this is a show on the NBL Network that follows one team each season, a new team, and we kind of deep dive into this roster, into this team, and take a look at their roster, what's happening in the future, what's happening now, what are the rumors, where are these teams going, and the show will continue to get better and get back to its normal consistency here very shortly. Austin Ekeler bounces outside. Nice run. I'd like to see him keep it outside. He does. Easy peasy. Number 30 putting 6 on the board here for the Los Angeles Chargers, and just like that, the Buffalo Bills find themselves giving up a touchdown. That's just bad tackling. A lot of this comes down to open field tackling here for the Buffalo Bills. For the Buffalo Bills defense, and the Los Angeles Chargers are going to eat. If you have problems tackling in open field, you're realizing quickly that these are a lot of throws to the flat, a lot of checkdowns, a lot of drags. These are the type of routes where if you are a good team in open field making tackles defensively, you're going to get them off the field, and that's why their record reflects 3-7. But if you struggle making tackles in the open field, you're going to give this team chunk yards on little dink and dime passes. Here goes Josh Allen, empty backfield. John Brown in motion to the right side. It looks like man coverage. It is going to be man coverage here for the Chargers. Yes, it is. Looking and cooking, goes to the left side, finds Foster. He catches it. He gets down, and he's going to pick up a first down to the 41, 2:33 left, and ticking here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Battery says that's a really important touchdown for the Chargers. Yeah, it's going to make our viewing experience much more interesting. You talk about the skill players in this offense. You obviously know about Josh Allen and that strong arm and his ability to drive the ball down the field, and here are the weapons he has. Stephon Diggs, Robert Foster, and we already saw John Brown with a nice over-the-shoulder toe tap on the left side of the field. And then you have the all-reliable Dawson Knox. This is the guy that just finds a way to get open. He's leading this team in receptions, touchdowns, and yards. He's a triple threat. Dropping back. And he's only 23 years old. Star Dev. Expect him to get a bump at the end of the year. He goes to superstar. He got 87 speed, 90 excel. I mean, I've never really taken a look at his attributes till right now, but man, this could be a problem, this guy. This really... And look at his last 4 games. 132, 110, 63, 66. I mean, he's going to get you 60 yards, 60 to 100 yards every game, and he's going to get 8 to 9 targets a game and probably bring in 4 to 6 pass receptions a game. So this is a fantasy stud. I expect him to go early if he's not kept. I think we still do the keeper, right, Motor? That's a dangerous pass. It's going to be picked off as Desmond King going to come away with the interception. Josh Allen on the left side trying to get this one-on-one as he looks there on the seam, and Desmond King able to just break on the ball and find his way back. So you got Desmond King, you know, kind of sitting over here in zone coverage. You get a seam. You try to trust Josh Allen's strong arm. You lead it to this side, and Desmond King swoops under and is able to make a nice jump on the ball and gets an INT. First one of the day here for our young franchise quarterback, Josh Allen. Watch Williams there. Mike Williams on the right side. He's pressed up. It's going to be handoff to Eckler. He's looking for space. Down to the 25-yard line, Austin Eckler. 7 carries, 37 yards. He's also got a touchdown, a receiving touchdown. The only touchdown here for the Los Angeles Chargers here in Week 12. The 3-7 Chargers taking on our 5-5 Buffalo Bills, who are looking from the outside at that potential for a playoff opportunity. Dangerous pass there from Herbert. 7 of 15 for him, not looking good, but yet they're only down a touchdown. Yeah, our Buffalo Bills, we're outside the playoffs right now. We're looking at that bubble, and that playoff hope it's now or never. You got to win out if you're Buffalo, and really, you can only lose one game, and you can't lose it to one of the teams that you're battling for that final spot, that 7th spot here in the AFC. Yeah, he had the sit route underneath wide open. Absolutely. But it goes back to that thing as Keenan Allen's going to get close to a first down here, and they're going to, let's see if they give it to him. Yeah, 1st and 10. Keenan Allen, I mean, if you want to see where Keenan Allen works, if the line of scrimmage is here, Keenan Allen on this team, he's working, 5 to 7 yards from the line of scrimmage, however you want it. He's running everything inside of here. Zigs, ins, slants, drags, shallow crosses, curls, spots. What else am I missing? What other route am I missing? Eddie Mars probably got one. I thought Tre'Davious White had a beat on that ball, but I did not see 86 underneath. Herbert slicing and dicing the Buffalo Bills defense. Here we go, little draw play. Eckler dancing. Finds his way down to the 47. They just passed midfield. A 3-yard pickup, and they're going to have to burn a timeout. 1 remaining here for the Los Angeles Chargers. They are definitely putting up a fight, playing for pretty much pride, and trying to develop that chemistry and that young core they have in Los Angeles. Maybe they get it right. They look good today. I have a lot of high hopes for this Buffalo Bills team, but I'll tell you what. Chargers are looking good right now. Empty backfield. If they can just get the quarterback play a little consistent. You can't be 7 for 15, 7 for 16. That's a blitzer there on the right side. He's coming. Screenplay. Eckler, a lot of space. He can get out of bounds as well if he wants, and he does. Down to the 26-yard line. 15 seconds remaining. Got to keep your eye on the clock up here. This is what we're looking at. Able to get out of bounds. He stops the clock. They got 1 timeout left over here. The Los Angeles Chargers have done a great job on this drive. They're going to come away with points unless they get crazy. Expect this a run right here. If this is a run, nope, they're going to pass the ball. Looking. Oh, there's the pass. Dangerous. Able to catch it is Mike Williams using his size. We've seen it before. He did it in college, and now he's doing it in the NBL. 35 viewers. Appreciate you guys checking out the NBL. Thanks for watching us here, Building the Franchise. Don't forget tomorrow night, NBL Live back on the channel. Broadcast number 350. Exciting times for NBL Live tomorrow night. OSU and myself will be on the call. Draco says Train's playing well. Appreciate Civ rating with 104 viewers up to in the chat. Appreciate it. Mike Williams toe tap in the back of the end zone, but can't get his feet down. Yeah, he just runs a little post to the back of the end zone. Herbert stares him down the entire time. You got the defense converging on him. You got the trailer here. He got beat. But they do a great job after the catch in the air of pushing Mike Williams out of bounds, and he's just unable to get his feet down. And that's kind of what happens when you're trying to use tight spaces and the back of the end zone, it just really creates for almost some type of perfection to get your feet down. Oh, dangerous pass. Herbert. Oh, man. Train's lucky on that one. Herbert just, it kind of got away from him. Put a little too much mustard on it, but it might have actually saved him from an interception. Just running a little drag across the field. That wasn't open, as the defense did a great job stepping in front. And I believe that was Tremaine Edmonds able to make his presence known here inside the 5. They're going to go for the field goal here. Nice job by our defense. Tre'Davious White, Micah Hyde, and Jordan Poyer. Obviously, you didn't want to give up 3 before half. Everything, you know, it wasn't how you expected it to be. Middle of the field, Chargers running little swing plays with Austin Ekeler. But when you got inside the red zone, you tightened up and you held them to 3, and that's all you can ask for when you get in those spots. That's the difference between a winning team and a losing team. Winning teams hold their opponent to 3 when they get inside the red zone. Teams that have consistent failures in the NBL, they're giving up touchdowns way too often. Battery says going down 4 is a win at half for the Chargers, considering they were down 14 before. Yeah, it was 14-0 run for the Buffalo Bills, our Buffalo Bills. We got out to a little bit of a hot start, and the Chargers kind of found their way through an interception for Josh Allen as he tossed one into the end zone that got picked off. Chargers were able to run off 10 points in about 2.5 minutes there in the second quarter. Tighten this game back up, 14-10. Bills still up 4. We got the ball here, and we're charging. No pun intended. Josh Allen, number 17, franchise quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. This is the guys he's looking at over the middle. Dangerous, tipped up, nice play by 49, and that target was Stefon Diggs. You kind of run him into the defense there. You're running a little shallow cross. I understand it's a little speed cross, but he's just kind of running right into the defense, and I don't know if Josh Allen really saw 49 sitting there. You don't know. I mean, you're just coming across the field right here, and the defender's just saying, okay, I'll take that. Gets his hand on it. Big 3rd and 5, trying to keep the drive alive. Watch Y. Oh, he had Y wide open. Middle of the field, but he can't get rid of it. Ball's out. I thought that was going to be considered a fumble. So Josh Allen, that play was flipped. You got the seam right here. Safety sitting way outside. He probably could have led it inside. There was nobody even close to the middle of the field. Deep down, probably 20 yards down the field. Nobody was there, but Josh Allen steps up, tries to, kind of manipulate the pocket, step up, stay strong in the pocket to make that throw, but he ends up running to his own lineman, and here goes Marquise Goodwin down to the 40-35, and he gets down to the 36-yard line. The Los Angeles Chargers special teams has been phenomenal tonight. Here we go. Big defensive stop coming up here for our Buffalo Bills. They're already on our side of the field, 36-yard line. But it's all about getting stops. This is where you need to get a sack, push them out of field goal range. You need to get aggressive defensively, and they are. Cover 1 coming up. They're sending some heat. Chargers flipping the play. Tremaine Edmonds back into the box. Austin Ekeler, he's been a workhorse. 9 carries, 43 yards. Picks up 3 there. Here we go. Changes the camera view. Appreciate it, coach. Got twin wide receivers on the right side. Keenan Allen in the slot, but now he's just tight here on the right side. Got one-on-one coverage. Let's see if they run the ball to the strong side. They are. Hand off to the left side. Austin Ekeler looking for space. Not there. Down to the 31-yard line. Yeah, at some point, the Los Angeles Chargers are going to have to throw this ball, especially when the field gets tight. You're sitting at the 31-yard line right now. 31 yards to go for 6. The Austin Ekeler gravy train has to be running out soon. You got to hope that our Buffalo Bills adapt a little bit because it's been a whole lot of running here. And this looks like it could be a toss here or even a run. They're going to pass it here. Looking, dangerous pass, and Micah Hyde gets his hands on it. He probably wishes he could have another chance at that because that looked like an easy INT for 2-3. What's up, Z-Star? Appreciate you stopping by. And they're trying to cut this lead to 1 here with this field goal. And another missed field goal for the Los Angeles Chargers now. That's 2. You make these field goals. You put it through the upright. You're up 16-14, but hey, our Buffalo Bills will take it. We're going to keep our lead. We got up 14-0. Gave up 10, but missed field goals it's been a reoccurring theme here for the Los Angeles Chargers here on Building the Franchise, Episode 2, Buffalo Bills, NBL Season 49. If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.maddenbarmerleague.com. Pass to the right side. Dawson Knox takes a hit, but you can't knock the kid down. The 23-year-old back on his feet, 6 catches, 71 yards. Feeling good in the neighborhood if you're a tight end with the Buffalo Bills. Shotgun formation, Singletary in the backfield. He's going to block. Watch Bosa here. He's trying to get free. Can't do it. Underneath finds John Brown. He's down to the 47-yard line. When you look at John Brown, his ability to be a big play receiver underneath, that's what makes him deadly. Obviously, he's got the speed to get over the top, and we've seen him earlier make a nice catch down the sideline against the linebacker. But really where he's dangerous is when Diggs is running these posts and pushing the defense down the field. They're so focused on him, you can get John Brown underneath, and he's able to pick up a few, and sometimes a lot more than a few, a little chunk yardage opportunity. What's going on, Eric G? Appreciate you stopping by. 92 viewers right now. Appreciate you guys checking out Building the Franchise. Dangerous pass, but Dawson Knox says not dangerous enough. So cover 2 man. You got 1 safety. You got 2. You got man coverage on him like glue. You got a guy breathing on him right here. Josh Allen decides at this point, I'm going to lay it out for my big guy, and he's going to make a play. He throws it right into the teeth of the defense, and he knocks them teeth out. Shotgun formation. Josh Allen dropping back. Pressure's coming. Over the middle again. Why not? Back to Dawson Knox. Oh, our Buffalo Bills are finding maybe one of the best tight ends of this cycle. I'm calling it now. I'm not from the future, but I'm pretty confident. Yeah, a man's man, Rusta Busta in the building. What's going on, Rusta? We talk about these skill players, and I was saying earlier, John Brown, Stephon Diggs. You got Devin Singletary. It's been the Dawson Knox show, and why not once again into the end zone. Touchdown, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 88 the Great. Put 6 on the board, and just when the Buffalo Bills are feeling a little bit of pressure, as Los Angeles was able to drive down the field here in the second half, and it looked like they were going to cut it to 1, they miss a field goal, and the Buffalo Bills take that field position and take that missed field goal, use it as momentum, flip it back. And now the Bills up 21-10. That's a 10-point swing here. Building the Franchise, episode number 2. If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.maddenbarmerleague.com to apply. You'll start in our development league, The Grid, and you'll kind of get your feet wet in the NBL community. You'll learn how things operate, and in The Grid, you'll have an opportunity to earn yourself a spot on that top 5 list, and that's where we pick our next NBL owners from. Nice pass over the middle. Marquise Goodwin just can't hold on to the ball. Herbert, 11 for 23, but that one, I'm going to say the other 11 passes of the incomplete type, the incomplete nature, variety, probably on Herbert, number 10. Even some of those completions, probably the receiver bailed him out on a few. But that one right there, that's completely on Goodwin. Corner route on the left side, but then Reed's going to bail him out here. Wow. Little corner route, when in doubt, finds his man. You got a little corner right here. He's just going to drive the ball to the right side, and he puts it high enough, and Reed able to use his size and hold on to that ball. What's going on, Silent Stream? So upcoming schedule for the Buffalo Bills, as the Chargers are going to be a 2nd and 22, 2nd and forever. You got the Buffalo Bills needing to win out, sitting at 5-5. The 7th seed right now with just 3 losses, the 6th seed with 3 losses. But you got an opportunity to play a couple of these guys. Dangerous pass, but is caught. He drops it in the bucket right over Micah Hyde, and he's able to outrun Poyer. As Goodwin, once again, a favorite target here for Herbert. 85, feeling alive. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. I'm going to put the remaining schedule. What games do you think you guys want to see here on Building the Franchise? Obviously, we're in Week 12. Week 13, 4-6, San Francisco 49ers. I want to see the Week 14 Steelers. I think that's the first big game for us. That's the first game that we have to really watch. If we can win that game, everything can start aligning and falling into place for us to make this late playoff push and try to sneak in as a 6 or 7 seed in the AFC. T. Porter says, I miss that sexy voice, Bomber. Appreciate it, man. Your mama said the same thing. Eric G, I want to see week 15. Week 15 is the game versus the the Denver Broncos. Why do you want to see the game versus the Broncos, Eric?
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Week 16 is going to be big, and that's Dark Brawler self-promoting his own New England Patriots. It's not. It's going to be a blowout. Buffalo's going to win by about 17. Probably cruising at about 24 points, 27 points. Maybe you get a couple trash runs with your scrub halfback. Left side dangerous pass. Could have been picked. Could have been caught. Could have been picked again. As Herbert just throwing into traffic. 4th and 3. You go for a field goal here. You're only down 8, so you got to take the field goal, but you've already missed 2, so how confident are they going to be right now to go for the field goal? Do they go and try to pick up this 4th and 3 and put some pressure back on the Buffalo Bills? Because that's how you can steal games. You take this 10 and make it 17, and you get Josh Allen now starting to think, man, I've been in this comfortable lead, and they're going to go for it here. I've been in this comfortable lead all game, and now I find myself having to complete these first downs and keep drives alive, or I'm going to give the Chargers an opportunity to win this game. There's a fumble right there. It's going to be picked up by the Buffalo Bills. Levi Wallace, they were saying he was washed. He wasn't that good as he gets a fumble recovery right there for the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if they even call that a catch. I got to see that one again. Levi Wallace, number 39, cornerback, slot corner here for our Buffalo Bills. He gets the fumble recovery. It's 1st and 10 here for Buffalo, 5:23 left. A long drive here. And we're talking just, let's take up about 3 minutes here. You take up 3 minutes, leave them with 2.5. Even if you just get a field goal, it's over. So I want to see a lot of first downs here. A lot of safe throws. He's got B open, takes it to him. Oh, there's not a safe throw for you. Smith tries the hurdle. He fumbles, and that's what you can't do. Turns it right back over. 49. We've talked about him early in the game. Tranquil. Able to. Why hurdle there? Why give the Chargers another opportunity? Austin Eckler and Herbert and company are back on the field. Watch Keenan Allen. You got to see where he's at. Number 13 here on the left side. And then you have Mike Williams tight on the right. Austin Eckler going to get another opportunity. Falls forward. Tries to squeeze in between. If Mike Williams could have held this block just a little bit longer and allowed Eckler to get to that next level. Now it's one-on-one here with the pursuit angle. You got an opportunity to bounce outside and blouses to the house. You don't see it right now. 3-down lineman. Play action. Looking. Dangerous throw, and Mike Williams, another drop. And here's the problem I'm having with Herbert here. He's throwing his receivers right into the defense. So you get a little crossing route here. Nice man coverage, but there's help sitting right here. He's trying to squeeze this ball into this tiny little window. If the defensive player makes a good play, it's a pick. If the defensive player just stays home, he's getting a lick on your wide receiver, and I think he was kind of seeing the defense there on that play. That is a dangerous throw. Should have been picked. We got a flag here. Is that going to be roughing the passer here? It is. Tremont Edmonds. You know, you've been in the league 3 years now. You got to start making these heads-up plays, but right there, just mental mistake. A lot of mental mistakes. Still 4:42 left, and we got a lot of action. Only a 2-possession game. Don't count it to the left side. They're going to lose on that one. Great job blowing it up and eating those blocks and able to get off the block with a shed by Hughes. 2nd and 10 for our Buffalo Bills. If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.manabomberleague.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Bomberleague and at NBL Network. And check out our YouTube channel for podcasts. Oh, nice pass to the right side. Just wait it out. When in doubt, wait it out as Green, number 88. First down, Virgil Green down to the 18-yard line. Once again, the Chargers inside the red zone. Last time they were here, we saw we saw a fumble on the right side of the field. Let's see what we get now. Handoff, Eckler, nowhere to go. Still 4 minutes left in the game. 13 carries, 47-yard. Austin Eckler, even though that doesn't seem like super impressive rushing yards, he's kind of been the balance on this offense. He's been slow and steady, just chipping away, but right there takes a 1-yard loss. Backs him up. Little RPO action to the right side. Mike Williams holds on to this one. That's great defense there. You get a little slant action here, a little peek. Finds his man on the right side. You know, a quarterback that runs a play action to this side, and then he's able to square his body back up and then throw across the field. It's just a dangerous throw, especially inside the red zone looking. Nice pass on the right side. Williams, another drop. I got to look how many drops Mike Williams has on the season, as 81 is not having fun today. He's definitely not holding on the ball, and I guess we can kind of credit that to Tre'Davious White, Levi Wallace, Micah Hyde. Seen a plethora of defensive players kind of switching up on him because Keenan Allen has really been the matchup for them. You've seen a lot of Tre'Davious White on Keenan Allen. Here we go, dropping back, looking. Oh, that could have been picked off. 4th and 2. That's turnover on downs. The Buffalo Bills are going to get the ball back. 3:22 left. It might be over like Rover. Here for the Los Angeles Chargers on the road in Buffalo, New York. Home of Eddie Mars, if you guys didn't know. No such thing as roughing the passer. October doesn't acknowledge it in Baltimore. I'm telling you, man, they play a dirty style of football over there. Late hits. They rough the passer and say it's clean. They're also the kind of people that slide their foot under shooters. They're the Zaza Pachulia of the NBL. Spongy the Champ, good grief, so many drop picks. Yeah, well, you're thrown into the teeth of the defense, and there's a bunch of guys around, and that's why you're getting these deflections and hands on the ball. I mean, you look at Justin Herbert on the season, 1,900 yards, 11 touchdowns. This is a guy that is obviously struggling. 25 interceptions coming in, but more alarming is the 59% completion percentage. I mean, I'm just looking at some of these games, and if he hits 61-60, it's a good game for him. And he's averaging usually, 55, low 50s, and that is just not going to get the job done for the 6'6", 236-pound first-round pick rookie out of Oregon. Here we go, Josh Allen looking, right side, uses his strong arm. And when you have a guy like Josh Allen and you have that throw power and the ability to drive the ball vertically, you also can use it on plays like that. You get a little out route right here. You know the defender's kind of lurking and finding his way to that receiver, and he's playing it, but he doesn't want to get beat over the top, so maybe he's coming down just a little cautiously. And Josh Allen still able to just drive the ball over here with no concern that maybe this defender's going to take a beat on that ball and try to make a play. Oh, here it goes. This might be it. Looking for this deep pass. We got Diggs left side. When in doubt, air it out. Finds his man. And that's picked off by Peppers. Wow. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for Josh Allen. Not the best game statistically for him, but this team's kind of been in the driver's seat all day. Appreciate everybody checking out Building the Franchise here on Twitch. Don't forget, tomorrow night, NBL Live broadcast number 350. 350. Tomorrow night, you're going to have OSU NBL Network Director, EA Madden NFL MCS broadcaster. He's the DIA. He does it up. Mike Williams holds on to that one. Going to pick up a first down. Now it's all about chemistry. 19 of 36, only 237 yards for Herbert. Really nothing deep down the field so far. A lot of dink and dunks, and that's fine. And they had an opportunity to steal this game, but they struggled inside the red zone, and they struggled kicking the ball. I mean, they should have 16 points right now with an opportunity to get a touchdown and walk away with the final second, showing them up 23-21. What's going on, Bananas? Appreciate you stopping by. How's that football team you got? Battery said that was an arm punt from Josh Allen. Yeah, he took a deep shot down here, one-on-one coverage, and now you got to go the length of the field. You got 2 timeouts left now for the Chargers. Oh, you're going to find one of his favorite targets, Reed, there. Just a little fade route, and he gets over top, and he uses this sideline to keep separation. Tremont Edmonds And that was a well-placed ball to Herbert. One of the nicer throws we've seen all day from him. Here we go, looking, got time. He's going to go underneath again. That could be picked off. It is. Levi Wallace, he's recovered a fumble. And now he's got an INT. 39, feeling fine. 54 seconds left. And our Buffalo Bills are going to improve to 6-5. I'm going to ask the chat one more time, what game you want to see next here for the Buffalo Bills? And this Building the Franchise episode 3. I think we got some good games. I want to probably get 3 more streams of regular season. I like to see the Miami Dolphins. They're at 8-3. That could be if everything goes according to plan. If we're able to take care of business here, and take care of business here. All right, these are 2 games, must-win games. Then this game's going to be very crucial to the series here in NBL Season 49. If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Let me know. You guys want to see the Steelers or the Broncos? I'd like to do the Steelers game. T-Jax probably wants us to do the Niners, but we have to win that game. If that game's over, I don't know. Then we have to run the table. You probably got an opportunity to take 1 loss in these last games. Do they make the playoffs? What do you guys think? 5 losses already. I don't even know if 10-6 gets you in. But I think 11-5 definitely will. 10-6, you still got some hope. Here's the current AFC playoff race here for the Buffalo Bills in the AFC. 5-5 Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos 5-5, 4-6 Bengals. Steelers at 7-3. Jags at 7-3. But I could see those Patriots, sitting right here, taking that first wild card spot. I could see them falling off. If they fall off, it's going to open an opportunity. And maybe that Broncos game is a little bit more important than I thought, now that I see them right on the bubble. God says 10-6 going to get you in the wild card. He believes it. JP 1462 says week 14, 16, and 17. I think I'm at the same one. I think so as well. All of them. Bananas likes to throw work at me, huh? He's saying, hey, just do all of them. I'll show up in the last minute of the game. That's going to do it for this show. Appreciate everybody checking us out here. As we said earlier, if you want to join the NBL, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. This will be archived on youtube.com/maddenbomberleague. Also, don't forget to check us out on Twitter at BomberLeague at NBL Network. That's going to do it for tonight. Don't forget tomorrow night, NBL Live broadcast number 350. That's 350. Coming at you live. Myself and OSU are going to be on the call, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for checking us out. On we go.